Hi guys, OMAD day 979 I guess. Haven't been doing updates for a long time. I'm on day 2 of getting back and doing OMAD. I have had a couple of days here and there, but mostly it's been a mixed bag of nuts. Lot to reflect on, lot to think about, defeats and delays and, rampant doubt and falling off the wagon. So back in February, a month ago, I kind of like let loose for a couple of days, went to London with my daughter, came back, wanted to get back to the program, and had a very good week leading into March, which I've talked about. And then it kind of became a little bit unhinged. Started falling back to my old patterns, started lying to myself, over drinking, overeating, demotivating, kind of like just totally losing track of where I was going, where I came from, and being overcome by self-doubt or just losing focus actually, but mostly just like meaninglessness, so these last 2 days, doing OMAD yesterday, first evening yesterday, this is the second evening, feeling the hunger now, makes me reconnect with my sense of purpose, and the discomfort, the pain emphasizes what I'm doing, and it feels meaningful again. And it kind of makes me wonder, all the excess, I'm at 109, so it's not that bad, but it's not good at all. I was at 106.9 at some time and lost momentum, so it's basically 2 kilos up from my low point. But considering my overeating, overdrinking, excess at times has been, surprisingly small price. I was worried that it would be worse, but it's not, and so I'm pretty happy to be back. And my girlfriend wanted me to make a video yesterday. We talked about me not asking for support, not like being brave enough to say, hey, I really need you. I need you to push me when I lose momentum. It's just like the wind went out of my sails and I just let myself go. And she thought that I was following my plan, because she's very, very effective and doing, I wouldn't say she's very effective, but she has a very high level of responsibility. So she thought that I had it, and I didn't, and I just let myself down. So I think the first obstacle I had to go through was the shame, and just saying, okay, taking a reset and eating humble pie and saying, yeah, I'm not perfect, and I will have missteps and rehabs, and the most important thing is that every day, every moment, I have potential to start again. Every day, every minute, every hour, I can do something good for myself. And every day, every hour that I don't do that, every day, every hour where I bash myself over the head, just adds momentum to me, going back to my old ways, which does not lead anywhere. It is just absolutely mind-numbing how little meaning it gives me, but it gives me comfort. Food gives me comfort, drink gives me comfort, it numbs me. And I don't want to be in contact with my emotions. I don't want to be in contact with feeling, vulnerable or feeling lost or feeling discomfort. And so I drink and I eat. And in the moment, or even before the moment, even just thinking about it, gives me some sense of joy. But I have to realize, or I've come to realize, that it's short-term joy, and it leads nowhere. And it just leads to more anguish and more pain and more suffering. And following the program, doing the work, is the road to meaning, because I can feel proud of myself. I am not letting myself down. I am strong, and I can not only suffer, but suffer in a meaningful way, because I can do a lot of suffering when I've overeaten, bad days, bad weeks, being hungover, or just like having, moral hangovers. And yesterday was a really bad day, and I still persisted with OMAD, and it gave that day a sense of meaning. It gave it a sense of, purpose, that the days where I just give in and eat and drink lacks. Because sure, I can eat and drink, and in the moment it feels nice, comforting. But, it feels like, you're pissing in your pants, and then the day after you realize that, cold and the smell and the disgust, it's not worth it. And that doesn't mean that I'll just do OMAD perfectly from now on, but it just, I have no clue who you are, and if there's actually anybody out there listening to this, but if you are, trust me, it can be done. I am definitely my own worst enemy, and I guess you might be too. And you can turn yourself into an ally. And if you eat some humble pie and stop shaming yourself and bashing yourself and saying I need help, and then you can start just taking small steps, tiny steps, just putting one foot in front of the other. And it just sounds silly and simple, but doing nothing, all of a sudden doing nothing, or even doing positive things while you're in this process mode of OMAD mode, starts to make that meaninglessness disappear, if only a little bit. And I'm not doing it for being strong or sexy, or rather not right now. It might be that I have to go through a phase and then start claiming my body, reclaiming my body, and reclaiming my my sense of being, allowing myself to be strong, allowing myself to do good things for myself. And I think that's down the line, but right now it's just 1 hour at a time. It's just slowly building up some kind of belief that I can do things that are hard. I can pull myself together and do, suffer for a higher purpose. So if you're out there, I believe in you, and stay strong.